On the phone with me, I have a filmmaker by the name of Daniel Trinh. How you doing, Daniel?
I'm good, and also I'm impressed you knew how to pronounce my last name, so congrats on that.
Oh, thanks, yeah. What are the common mistakes people make on your last name?
I'm trying to remember. There's like varieties. I think they go like Trinh. They emphasize the H too much, or they just don't mention it.
Well, I
like Daniel T.
I appreciate that. I guess I got it right. I didn't even pay attention to it. So I got to thank my teachers for teaching me how to use my dialect correctly. Then, okay, this is how we met. We met last night about 2:00 in the morning. Maybe you were asking questions about putting a video on Facebook, because you were having trouble getting it to convert to be a quality video, something like that. So I thought, I post videos in 1080p .mov. I never have any issues, and I thought, well, maybe I could throw in what not to be a know-it-all, but I just wanted to kind of throw in what works for me, and I threw it in, and then we kind of had a small little conversation about it, and then I watched your video. As I was on the radio, watching your video at the same time, I thought, well, get him a call and get him on the show. And now here you are. So tell us about this video you did. It's like a Mortal Kombat video, what it took to make it, how much time you spent on it, and give props to the people that are in it.
Oh my god, I would literally spend the next few hours having to explain all of the blood, sweat, and tears. So I'll try to give the short version. Hopefully I do a good job, because unfortunately I have to work and go to meetings later.
Just give it, all we want is a synopsis.
Synopsis. So this started about 2 years ago. I had a concept to make a short film. I've worked on a lot of film productions, especially indies, a lot, and personally, one of my reasons I was making this film was that I was never happy with the quality of the work that I worked on. No offense to anybody, but, I just feel like a lot of time, care really gets underestimated through people's inability to objectively view their work, and I wanted to kind of prove that to myself. Plus, I'm obviously a huge Mortal Kombat fan. I used to play the game and beat my friends with my feet. Kid you not, I would literally play the game using my feet and beat up my friends as Liu Kang, Sub-Zero, etc. But yeah, so I came up with the idea to do it. And once again, not to sound like any type of way, but when I was looking to put things together, I'm aware of the cost of production. I'm aware of all the hard work that comes into it, which the whole lesson I can give everyone about it. So I decided to utilize my resources the right way by using cosplayers for the costume, because I thought, if you're going to make a fan film, you need to have it, you just need to bring that quality. There's just something magical about cosplayers when you see them at Comic-Con and whatnot. So I decided to literally talk to anybody about it. Most of those people have never met me. I'm just some random guy that's like, hey, you want to be a part of a fan film? And these guys have no idea what's going on. And for me to take them from that level to the filmmaking level, and then on the intense level, because they'll tell you I'm a tough guy. I don't drop standards for anybody. And I'm direct. I'm polite, professional about it, but I will let you know what I think if you're asking me that question. And through a lot of learning curves, I work with the team. For people that are not part of the industry, I got to give them all credit. They did a really good job. They did their best. We went through rehearsal. We rehearsed in the park. We were trying to figure out how to pay for stuff. This thing is not crowdfunded in any way. This is self-funded. And eventually I had a few handful of people that decided just to help me out with the finance, because it is expensive despite no one getting paid for this. But yeah, we've been shooting non-stop. We had a production issue like any other production where, things would have been better with real money, but we had to make it work, change the story a few times because I just wasn't happy with certain people's performance, things that would pop up, whether people that dropped out, which is another long story, and then, going back and forth. I mean, it's really hard to explain in a way that everyone can understand this unless you've done it. But the best way I can put this is that try to make a quality video, even if it's 1 minute. Try to get someone to be excited about it, get someone to feel passionate about it, get someone to see something they haven't seen in a typical average setting, and try to make them like your work in a genuine way. Don't tell them to like your work. Let them feel it. It's extremely difficult.
Yes, it is.
When we're saturated. Everybody has done some sort of video, whether
right.
Professional or not professional. Everyone's done it, and to bring that level that is above the rest, to that top tier level that you're proud to say this is your work, it is beyond painful. I mean, there's times where I wanted to slam my head, jump off the bridge, you name it. And this is a short film, by the way. So,
yeah, but that is that's where the quality comes in, though. When you are on that level, that's where the quality comes in. It's not just thrown together. It's not cheesy. It's not. It doesn't show the hard work. But when you bring out something that has good quality, then it shows that you really put a lot of work into it. And that's where people come into appreciation, that you've put the dedication in. And I think that's matters a lot to people, because there's so many people that they throw everything together, and, and you could tell it's just like thrown together. But then there's other times you could tell that maybe somebody spent a good year working on a video and nobody really knew about it, and it was all under the wraps, and then all of a sudden here's this masterpiece, So I mean, when you put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears in it, I mean, there's always going to be critics. No matter what happens, there's always going to be critics. But there's still the appreciation factor that you've put so much of your time and effort to entertain people who love to be entertained.
Yeah, it means a lot coming from you. I mean, literally, we've never chatted before, and you just saw me on a random Facebook post and said, hey, I like your work, come on my radio. That just was probably the most flattering thing to happen to me unexpectedly, because I'm literally running on no sleep trying to finalize that. Because I was like, I've been delaying this for so long, I got to stop doing the, ongoing draft that I did. That's like the 75th, 100th draft. I lost count after a while. And, keep in mind, that's only the trailer version of my film. That's not even counting the film itself, which is approximately 9 to 10 minutes, still in post-production. And, just to hear a complete stranger who has no reason to tell me anything but the truth, it's quite flattering, Will. I do appreciate you taking the time to view my video and to just think so highly of it.
Oh, no, hey, I appreciate that, and I appreciate people in the industry. I know the hard work behind it. I've been criticized and I've been praised at the same time. So, I mean, I understand. I understand what it's like. It's a really, really hard competitive industry. It's not easy at all. But the thing is, you appreciate people who are in it, who understand things, and I don't know. I have a love for it. I love it, and it's just a passion of mine. But with that being said, I know you got to get ready to go somewhere. So what I would like you to do is give credit to people who have showed up. For them, I think they deserve it for being part of your film. And also give yourself some plugs. Where can people find your work, your Facebook page? What businesses do you own that people can come and check you out?
Oh, God. There's literally a lot of people on this project, from small to big roles. So I apologize if I'm missing people, but just to name a few, I'm going to just probably name the ones that were with me from the start to the finish. Morris, who literally is a stranger to me, he did the majority of my special effects, still working on it, and he did it for everything from the start to the finish. Someone who I would never have thought would be my right-hand man, because we just have fundamental differences in the way we think. And I got to say, I admire how someone who hates doing work would break his back to be loyal to me like that. Edgar, who's always been great to have someone to just bounce ideas occasionally back about execution. He has this great mild manner about him that makes him so likable, and he definitely helps me stay grounded on certain things, because it's hard to come up with everything when you're on your own. But all the cosplayers, I'm sorry, there's just so many of you guys. I really wish I had time to label you guys by name, but you know who you are. Obviously, I'll make sure you guys are on the credits, so you guys can check them out. Boy, once again, I really wish I could name everyone, but there's probably over 50 people involved.
No, that's okay. No, don't feel so bad. They'll understand. They'll understand. You're on limited time.
Yeah.
But tell us about your companies real quick. Which companies do you own, and where can we find you?
Oh, okay, gotcha. So you can find my like page on Facebook. You look up www.facebook.com actor Daniel Trinh. Trinh is spelled Trin. You can obviously go to the fan page of the short film itself, www.facebook.com, MK Fall of Earth Realm. That's what the movie's called, Mortal Kombat Fall of Earth Realm. My production company is No BS Productions. Side note, there's a reason why I named it that way. I don't play. If I do something, I'm giving it all. And if you're not ready for it, I don't have time for BS. And then in terms of the film itself, I'm expecting it to be done in the next 3 to 4 months, so definitely follow my page so that I can release the full film. There's an intensive fight choreography video there, so if you like what you see in the trailer, especially the fighting in the trailer, you'll like the film itself, because we cannot rely on cheap cuts, and these are real technical moves that I got injured for, and I want people to see what that pain and suffering feels like on screen.
You know what? I'm going to rewatch it now. Thanks for that entertainment value. I want to say, this is where he really got hurt. Oh my God.
Well, actually, the trailer doesn't show that. If you want, Will, just between you and me, I'll show you the rough cut of the actual fight scene, just because, you just pulled me out of nowhere for this radio interview. So there's an exclusiveness for you to see it. But keep in mind, that's a rough cut. There's still a lot of work that needs to be touched upon that.
Oh, I understand. I know what it's all like. I'm not new to that part of the industry, so yeah. So I understand completely. I understand. Well, Daniel, it was a pleasure getting you on the show. I really love the fact that you got on in such a short notice. I am a surprising factor kind of person. I love to pull punches and surprises, something that I do. I'm glad to have done that for you. I hope it makes your day. I hope when you go to your meeting, you're going with confidence and a smile, and you could say, hey, a guy from the radio he called me to interview me today. I don't know what your interview is all about, but if that helps you at all, use it. So, I just want to offer you some encouragement, and I really loved what I watched. It was really good. So, great work. I can't wait to see the final product. So.
I will definitely keep you in mind. I just literally sent you the rough cut of the fight scene that I want to showcase eventually, and that's for your eyes only, sir. And then, you definitely made my day today. I'm running on no sleep trying to figure out how to upload that video on Facebook, and it's definitely just gave me that extra energy, because I'm going to be working all night.
All right, well, smile today, because you're highly appreciated. I appreciate you coming on my show. Thanks, Daniel.
Spin Charts Radio specializes in helping to brand your videos with animated logo reveal intros. Need an outro with a call to action? We make those too. Go to SpinChartsRadio.com and get started with yours. We guarantee your video will be delivered to your email and ready for upload within 24 hours. Or you get your money back and you'll still get to keep your video. Our prices are ridiculously low, like $5 low. We also create video headers for websites, which happens to be a really big trend right now. Go to SpinChartsRadio.com and get started now. Hey, can we cue the call to action so they can see an example?